Hey guys, we're Team Trekyards. I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Connor Cockins.
And we're going to be breaking down all things Discovery trailer-esque right now. We're going to be doing a few videos on this, but the tech, the ships, the uniforms, everything you guys want to see covered, and we are going to look at it in context and try to see if we can figure it out. So what are we doing today, Samuel?
Spacesuits. We've got a pretty interesting, potentially radical, but we'll see spacesuit. But with all these episodes, we look at all different tech and new reveals. We're going to ask the question, is it Prime, is it JJ, is it Reboot, is it TOS? But first we need to look at the context of where this fits in the universe. So we're going to go through all the pre-existing canon of spacesuits and then compare them. So first of all, let's say the first space, there was previous sort of test spacesuits, but the first major one we see is in Enterprise and XO1. Obviously the prequel show a long time in the past, they've gone for a brown, it's clearly a bodysuit, very similar to like a diver suit with a chest piece, airs at the back. A headpiece, sort of like 2001-ish, with a, and then two lights on the side, and internal lighting, very blue. So very unique and distinct spacesuit is the first one.
Very cool, and I'd say more copper than brown. But the next one is the TOS style that we see in Tholian Web.
Yes, it's worth realizing this is obviously not the next one in continuity, but this is the one that is in between. This is the TOS one. So now you've seen that one, guys, let's jump to the one that actually is in between those two. Because as we know, Discovery takes place 10 years before the first season of TOS. So, this is the spacesuit from Discovery.
It is, but it's more than a spacesuit. This is a thruster suit.
Yes, it is specialist.
Which it can tie in with the ones from Tholian Web a little bit. It's got the same kind of color palette, but anyway. As we said, thruster suit. So if we go to the next picture, we got a thruster suit from the motion picture, which again has very similar aspects to the last one we saw. So take it for what it is. Because
obviously the TOS one was just a zero atmosphere suit. It was just going to other starships that had no air, and that's the limit of its the end of its abilities. If we jump ahead to the future, to Nemesis or First Contact, actually this is the 24th century spacesuit. So more refined, very similar, but a bit more spacesuity feel, more conventional, having the whites, bigger helmet, a lot more view, and again, not a thruster pack, but it does have magnetic boots. I'm sure they all had magnetic boots, but this was definitely magnetic. But Stuart, this graph then shows the evolution of spacesuits. What do you think?
I see an evolutionary line here. I really do. I like the progression, and I know TOS again is kind of the odd man out just because of when it was made, but again, it does tie in with the Discovery look that we see here, as well as the thruster suits from the motion picture. It's kind of a nice mashup for the Discovery one.
Well, how so? I mean, I'm sure some audience members are saying, wait, you're crazy. One looks like a 2001 on steroids, and one looks like a B suit because it's a B suit.
A B suit. Okay, well, as I said, the color palette for the TOS Tholian Web is the same. It's got the silver colors, the blue. Yep. There's no orange, no red on it that we can see in this picture anyway. Also, the canopy is all the way over the head, just like Spock's there. You can see it's open at the top. And as we said, the one we've seen in Discovery is a thruster suit, so it's not just a spacesuit. So it's got the thruster assembly probably over the top of a regular spacesuit. And if you look at the one from 2271 there's aspects of that thruster suit that they've kind of incorporated, I think. Maybe not so much, but it's definitely got the bubble dome, and I think it's a nice merge of the one from 2271 and 2265 to do the Discovery one. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
And as we have to say for every video, there are two ways of looking at this. 1960s technology or 2265 technology. The fact is, all this stuff was designed and built in the 60s on a very small TV budget with a one-off idea. It wasn't meant to be a franchise, or it was a historical drama, and this is how technology looked in the 2265 timeline. If you take it literally for a TV show, then obviously you can't use these designs modern day because they look 50 years old. But Star Trek is a historical drama. We see in TNG, we see in DS9, we see in Enterprise. Then reiterating Enterprise, the TOS era as being exactly as we saw it. Again, there's so much precedent for that being the timeline. So I think while both are justified ways of looking at it, they're telling us when this takes place. They're telling us it's in prime timeline, so we've got to look at it in this timeline because that is what they're telling us. It could be Reboot, it could be the JJ verse future, both of which change the ball game. But they're telling us prime. They're telling us this timeline. So this is why this is a justification. Although I will just say, in terms of design, if you're looking objectively, the Discovery looks like a more advanced version of the motion picture. Like that line, if you swap them around, it would be like one is the rugged first attempt, the other one is like 10 years later. That would be perfectly natural, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But no, it's like 25 years. I think as a thruster suit, I would love it if like all these extra bit pieces, just like we see in Archer's version, you know, just come away and you just see the spacesuit. And if the spacesuit looks very similar to the TOS one, but with the circular dome piece, would be kind of cool, because maybe the circular dome piece actually is there to help resist against radiation for vacuum work outside, rather than the internal piece, which is just a zero, you know, an atmospheric containment bit. So if you don't think of it as a one big spacesuit, but rather suit plus thruster, then actually you can make argument in between. Although actually, if you look at the shapes, compared to the NX-01 era, it's one that has self-illumination, very similar. Look at the chest piece; it's actually relatively similar shapes. Out of all of them, it's the closest. We also have to ask the question, you know, it's not it's certainly not a devolution of TOS tech. This does not look like 10 years before. Although the TOS spacesuit, you know, if the spacesuit from TOS had the same helmet as the one from Discovery, I think how odd and unique the spacesuit looks. It looks super advanced, like it looks 2001 advanced, just future tech. It's the helmet that lets it down. I think.
Yeah, I would agree with that, absolutely.
But would you say, as also we ask the question each time, is this really, well, okay, we'll ask the question, is it a TOS devolution? Is it a Enterprise evolution? Is it a JJ verse linking in? Or is it a completely rebooted style?
I'd say it's a completely rebooted style, in my opinion.
Okay.
Again, we've heard before, too, that a lot of this Discovery trailer looks very generic sci-fi. And I can see this suit showing up in something like The Expanse or something like that as well.
Yep.
And it's, how many ways can you design a spacesuit, though? I mean, honestly, the thing is, the good thing about Discovery and Star Trek is they have other things to draw on, as we're looking at. But did they do that successfully? I don't really think they did. Again, this looks too generic, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it could be from Aliens. Maybe I just watched Alien Covenant, and you know they keep doing new spacesuits, and yeah, it looks very similar. I think if the timeline was only Enterprise and Discovery, you could very happily say it was an Enterprise evolution. You know, give it 100 years, we've gone from basic man with stuff on to big spacesuit, you know, huge helmet. I think that actually works quite well. 100 years is a long time. That very natural. It's not 10 years pre-TOS, and obviously it's certainly, you know, the motion picture set isn't more advanced. So again, I would vote this as being an Enterprise sequel design rather than anything else, with some, like you say, callbacks, open helmet to other things. But yeah, I mean, it's so tricky with this, guys, because we all think it's basically a stylistic reboot. You know, they're not. I mean, clearly they're not linking to the continuity of the design 10 years. I mean, you know, we just made an argument at the beginning. It could be the thruster suit version, but at the same token, that's also reaching, and we don't want to, you know. But I don't think it's JJ. This looks way too clean and nice to be JJ. You know.
Yeah,
styling.
Absolutely.
Doesn't look Kelvin timeline to me at all.
Totally agree. So guys, I think that wraps it up for this video, and looking at the spacesuit evolution. You see the timeline there. We're eager to hear your thoughts on it.
Yes.
Put it in the comments below. What do you guys think? Reboot? Actually, we should ask that question, because we do that. We're going to be doing that for these videos. My bottom line is I think it looks generic sci-fi, so not even reboot of Star Trek. It's out of the box for this one.
And I'm saying Enterprise sequel.
Yeah.
100 is a long time, so I'm going to say Enterprise sequel.
Okay, perfect.
But
All right,
not TOS prequel.
Exactly. Anyway, guys, looking forward to your comments. Leave them below and hit the like button. Don't forget to share this around. A lot of people are eager to hear about stuff about Discovery, and we are here for that purpose. So also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of those conversations, because we're going to have a lot of cool videos coming out.
Yes, this is my full-time job and Stuart's part-time job, and we really wanted to analyse and show you visually where Discovery is coming from and let you guys make up your own mind. But if you want to support that hard work and hard time research and analysis and all that stuff, then please support us either on Patreon, a YouTuber. It's almost specifically designed for us. It's a great way you can donate directly to a YouTuber of your choice like us, support them, help us make more content, or a one-time donation at trekyards.com. Give what you can and help support a show. That brings you this amazing content all the time, and new Discovery stuff when it comes out. We're right on the ball, guys.
Well, we try to be anyway.
We try to be.
So until the next time, I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Connor Kongs.
And we'll see you soon with another Discovery discussion.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.